Hello everyone, my name is Khavya Shree. Hope you all are doing great. Today I came out with a topic called AWT controls in Java. In this video you'll be getting a clear idea about what is AWT and what is adding and removing controls and some commonly used AWT controls in Java like labels, buttons, checkboxes and the checkbox groups. Okay, now coming to the point, let me explain you briefly about AWT and the AWT controls. Java AWT is an application programming interface which is used to develop graphical user interfaces, which is called as GUI or Windows based application in Java. The java.aw package provides classes for AWT controls. That is, to make an effective GUI, Java actually provides java.awt that supports various AWT controls like labels, buttons, checkbox group, list, text fields, etc. So there are so many as well. These are some of the main AWT controls which is commonly used and which creates or draw various components on web and manage the GUI based applications. So there are several AWT controls. Some of them are labels, push buttons, checkboxes, checkbox group, choice lists, scroll bars, text editing. So these controls are subclasses of the component. So the next topic is adding and removing controls. You can add a single control or you can just add multiple controls to your application by writing an appropriate program. Similarly, you can remove the added control with the help of the program too. Then in order to include a control in the window, we must just add it to the window. So we must first create an instance of the desired control and then we have to add it to the window by calling add method, so which is defined by the container. The add method has several forms. Once a control has been added, it will automatically be visible whenever its parent class window is displayed. Sometimes we will want to remove a control from the window when the control is no longer needed. For doing this, call remove method. This method is also defined by the container. Okay, let's talk about labels. As the name implies, the label object is a component for placing any text in the container. A label is used only for inputting the text. The label does not imply that the text can be altered or it can be used as a button which can be further worked upon. And then labels can be created using the label class and its constructors which are listed in the PPT. You can see in the PPT, you just go through with that. And then so the next concept is buttons. Button class always creates a labeled button. This button command generates a button in the user interface. So by clicking on the button, that would move the command to another page or the another web server, which is used to show several other outputs in the user interface page. A push button or the buttons can be created by using the button class and its constructors which are given in the PPT, and you can go through with that. How do you handle buttons? Yeah, you have a method here. To perform an action on a button being pressed or released, the action listener interface needs to be implemented first. So then the registered new listener can receive events from the button by calling the method called add action listener. So this method is used to receive events from the buttons. Now we are going to discuss about checkbox. A checkbox is a graphical component that can be either an on statement or off statement and also called as true or false state. There can be a certain questions that the checkbox is used to determine the true or false nature of the questions being asked. So if the checkbox is ticked, then it means that the said question is true, which is if checkbox is unclicked or unchecked, it means that the said question is false. So it is basically a true or false state in Java programming language. And then the checkbox control can be created using the checkbox class, and its constructors are given in the PPT slide. You can just go through, and that's all about the checkbox. So checkbox handling is the very easiest concept. Generally, checkboxes can be checked or unchecked by clicking both the checkbox itself or the labels which is associated with the checkboxes. So this way you can select a checkbox by just by using the click operation. Okay, that's it. Last but not the least, checkbox group. The checkbox group class is used to group the set of checkboxes. As the name itself implies, the checkbox group is a set of checkboxes that are being used in the programming languages. So there are many checkboxes that are being used, and hence the group of checkboxes is known as checkbox group. Thank you guys. See you all in the next video. Bye bye.